Hello everyone, good afternoon, how are you all? So yes, welcome here again, and today we are going to discuss the previous year questions from SSC, CHSL, Steno, CPU, all the examinations. And what's the first question? The first question from the day is from bio part, and let's see what's that. The first question here is, the fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time is known as what? Now this question is from CPO 2017. Let's see who will be the first one to answer this question. And everyone who's there in session, please like it, and yes, please share it so that we can have maximum candidates with the maximum answers. And yes, we can go with the postmortem of these questions also. So I'll be waiting for the answer from everyone. If I talk about this part, that is fecal matter, what's that? This means we are talking about waste product which is actually the part of digestion. Where if I talk about digestion, then it means this process was actually starting in the mouth, where during the process of digestion, the first thing that happens is what? Ingestion. That is ingestion. Now what is this ingestion? In this process of ingestion, we are actually taking food, and the food which is there, this particular food is taken in, and here in our mouth we have certain enzymes. What are they? There are several enzymes which includes amylase, then we have ptyalin, there are several enzymes. Among us them, there's an enzyme that is known as amylase. It does what? This amylase actually helps in the synthesis of carbohydrate or this digestion of carbohydrate part. Apart from carbohydrate, the option may also be given in the form of starch. So yes, if someone asks you where this digestion takes place or where does this digestion start, so this digestion actually starts from our mouth itself, and when we take in this food is actually mixed in saliva, and when this saliva is mixed with food, the product that is made is known as bolus. So bolus is what? Bolus is actually that particular food which you have taken into your mouth, and yes, this particular food is mixed with the saliva, and hence this bolus is made. Now what will happen? This bolus will move inwards, then there is a certain digestive process in which this bolus moves from this food pipe, or then it moves towards the stomach, and finally what happens? After all the process of digestion, there is a waste that is left. This waste is kept in rectum for a while and then finally excreted out through the anus. And this excretion word which I am talking about, this particular process is known as egestion. So egestion is a process in which the waste from a body is removed, and that waste was known as fecal matter over there, right? So we have discussed each and everything regarding this question. Now let's move forward with the next question. What is the next question? Next we have, which of the digestive organs contains acid? Again, this is the question from the CPU part again. Now the acid which is present in our body. Now if I talk about our digestive system, we are aware of that there are several parts. Among us them, if I talk about the stomach, this stomach is having gastric juice, right? This is asked in the examination, do not forget. We have a stomach, and yes, there's a gastric juice which includes HCl as well. And what is HCl? This HCl is actually hydrochloric acid. And question was what? Question was again asked, which of the following digestive organ contains the acid? Now which acid? Obviously, which is this acid? This particular acid is HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. Now this HCl is coming from where? So we have oxantic cells over there. What's that? Oxantic cells. Okay, if I talk about small intestine, so small intestine is that particular location where maximum digestion of the food takes place. This is asked in the examination, do not forget. If I talk about small intestine, this is the location where maximum digestion takes place. Now, if I'll move forward, where is this part, appendix found? So this oh, hello Bean, how are you? Ram Ramji. So yes Bean, how's the environment over there? How is everything going on? So what I was saying, I was talking about this appendix. If I talk about vermiform appendix part, this is actually present where? This is actually present at the large intestine and small intestines section part. That is the location where small intestine and large intestine is actually meeting. So yes, this was the part. Next we have, cockroach cannot survive in the water because its respiratory organ is dash. Now this question is from CHSL 2011. What will be the correct answer over here? So can you answer this part? Cockroach cannot survive in the water. There must be some reason. Now what's that reason? Is it the presence of gill, trachea, buccal or pulmonary sac? What's the correct answer for this? What is the respiratory organ for this? Been doing good, huh? Okay. So waiting for you. So Bean is going with B, trachea, and that's totally correct. Awesome, Bean. Bean, you are always correct, right? So yes, if I talk about the cockroach, cockroach is unable to survive in water because its respiratory organ is what? That is trachea. Totally correct, Bean. Absolutely, you are always right. If I talk about the average, on an average, the percentage of human body which is containing oxygen. Now, what is that particular percentage? Now, we know that if I talk about the human body, there are several things. There are several things in our body. Apart from all those particular things, if I'll talk about these particular options, that is 65%, 25%, 10% or 5%. So I'm only talking about oxygen over here. So what is that percentage of oxygen? So what percentage of human body has element oxygen? Now obviously, whatever we are doing right now is actually because of oxygen. Now you must be wondering why and how. See, when we talk about this respiratory system, we know we inhale air in which there are several components. We can talk about carbon dioxide there, we can talk about oxygen there, we can talk about several gases, but the main thing is that when we'll talk about this mitochondria part, here what is happening? Energy is stored in the form of ATP, and that to how much? 36 ATP of energy in this mitochondria part, and outside mitochondria also we have 2 ATP, right? And that's why we have overall 38 ATP of energy. Now this means when we are talking about respiration part, here oxygen is involved and it is of extreme importance. Now if I talk about the overall percentage for the human body, so for the oxygen, what would be the answer? The correct answer is going to be 65%. What's that? That is actually 65%, and this question is not only from SO, but it is asked in many other examinations as well. So do not forget, this question is important. So on an average, 65% of human body has element that is oxygen, and obviously oxygen is very, very important. And I'll tell you one more thing. There's a thing that is known as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. This hemoglobin has high affinity for the oxygen. But if I try to compare the affinity for the oxygen and carbon monoxide, then this hemoglobin has more affinity towards carbon monoxide in comparison to oxygen. So this is very important thing. Do not forget. This is again asked in the examination. It is also the important point. Hemoglobin has the highest affinity for what? So hemoglobin has highest affinity for carbon monoxide. If I'll talk about the priority, first is carbon monoxide, then comes the oxygen. Do not forget. Okay. So this was the thing. Let's move forward to the next question now. Respiration is what? Now this is from CPU exam 2006. What do you think? Respiration must be what? Can you answer this part? What is respiration? What is respiration? If I talk about respiration, so obviously respiration is what? It is that process in which we are inhaling and we are exhaling. Now between this inhaling and exhaling, what is happening? When we take in all those gases, here our lungs are the one which plays a significant role. What's that? Here oxygen which is actually taken is transferred towards the hemoglobin part, and all those reactions which we were talking about in the mitochondria, 36 ATP, outside 2 ATP, those particular things are taking place. But the important thing is, when we are talking about respiration, obviously we are talking about adding of oxygen, right? So in short, what I'll say that respiration is what? It is actually the oxidation. One more thing. Now since we're talking about lungs, we must be aware of when we draw a lung, so outside the lung, its covering is made up of what? Now this question is from CGL level, but you must know it. If I'll talk about this particular part, that is lungs, it is covered by a membrane that is known as pleural membrane. What's that? That is pleural membrane. You need to remember this part. Again, important question. Okay, so what I was talking about, respiration is what? It is oxidation. But if I talk about its covering is by pleural membrane. Let's move forward to the next question now. What's the next question? Okay, before moving towards the next question, we have Exampur official application here. where we have live paid courses with the test series. Then we have free subject-wise and topic-wise quiz with the report card. Apart from that, we have job alert, admit card, examination date. Then we have all exam previous year PDF with the solution. Then we have free All India scholarship test with the report card. Then we have topic-wise free live classes. We have free full length and sectional test with the report card. We have free exam-wise PDF and practice set PDF. Then we have daily, weekly, monthly current affairs, and it is very important because we know that in examination, current affairs plays a significant role. And yes, where you can get it? You can get it at a Play Store. And then we have unlimited subject-wise practice questions. All these at a single platform. Now, how you will download it? Just go to the Play Store, type Exampur over there, click on the install part, then click on the open button. Just do the registration and start using it. Simple. Okay. So next question is, what is the approximate time required for a heartbeat? Now this is again from SSC SO. So what will be the correct answer here? And everyone who's there in the session, please start answering this part. This is very important for the examination. Do not miss this part. The question is, if I talk about this heartbeat, we know that there is a sound that is love dub. Note it. Now, when we are talking about this heartbeat, there must be a time gap between this part where this heart must be stopping for a while, right? So, if I talk about the overall time, can you tell me what is the approximate time for a heartbeat? And this is not only for the SO, it is for other exam as well. Please remember, for heartbeat, it is 0.8 seconds. What's that? It is 0.8 seconds. Okay, let's move forward to the next question now. Muscle fatigue occurs due to the accumulation of what? Now, this question is from CPO 2017. What do you think? Muscle fatigue occurs due to what? Now, if you're not aware of this word fatigue, let me tell you, this is actually the term, another term for tiredness. So, yes, what do you think? Muscle fatigue occurs due to accumulation of what? Is it ATP? Is it ADP? Is it lactic acid? Or is it a carbonic acid? What will be the correct answer according to you? Please start answering. All these questions are very, very important. What do you think? Muscle fatigue occurs due to dash. Yes. If I talk about this muscle fatigue, please remember, we have already discussed about these options. What is that? If I talk about ATP, this is what? These are those, but if I talk about energy, so this energy was stored in the form of molecules, right? In mitochondria. If I talk about the full form of ATP, it is what? It is adenosine triphosphate. If I'll go with this ADP, what is the full form of ADP? The full form of ADP is adenosine diphosphate. Now, if I'll go with this lactic acid, please remember this lactic acid is the correct answer. Because of the accumulation of the lactic acid only, this muscle fatigue takes place. That is, if I talk about muscle fatigue, this means we are talking about tiredness of the muscles. Whenever in daily life we have worked a lot. I'm talking about not mental work. I'm talking about physical work. Whenever there's a lot of physical work, what will happen in this condition? This particular lactic acid will get accumulated and we are going to feel tired. So yes, muscle fatigue is actually because of the accumulation of lactic acid. And this was what? They were present in the mitochondria, right? So because of this only energy was coming. Okay. So moving forward to the next question now. Buccal cavity is a component of which organ system? So this is from CPO 2017. What do you think? Buccal cavity. Are you aware of this word? Buccal cavity? So we have 4 options here. Let's see who can answer this. Waiting for the answer from everyone. Who's there in the session? Please start answering this part. If I'll talk about buccal cavity, here what I'll say, I'll talk about mouth, where you have teeth, then we have tongue, then we have salivary glands. In short, I'll say that this part of my mouth, that is what? That is buccal cavity. Now, obviously, if I'll go with this buccal cavity part, do you think respiratory system would be its option? Obviously, not. Circulatory system, what's the link between this teeth and circulatory system? Obviously not. Reproductive system? No. So, if I'll talk about these options, the only option is left is digestive system. And we have discussed about it. If I talk about this digestive system, what's that? Whatever you are eating, this ingestion process starts from which location? From your mouth. And the mouth is the location where first time digestion takes place. Which digestion? You can talk about carbohydrate digestion, or you can talk about starch digestion, right? So starch digestion, then carbohydrate digestion, these all things are taking place in mouth, where salivary glands are present. So yes, if I'll talk about this answer here, digestive system is going to be the correct one. That is buccal cavity, that is this part is present in digestive system. Okay. Next, amino acids are required for the synthesis of dash. Now this is from Chsl. What do you think? Amino acids are required for the synthesis of dash. So is it alkaloids, is it lipids, is it proteins, or is it carbohydrates? What is going to be the correct answer? If I talk about this part, that is amino acids, we know. So when we are talking about nutrients, nutrients are classified into two parts. What are they? One part is known as macronutrient. Sir, another part is known as micronutrient. Now, if I'll go with macronutrient, this macronutrients includes what? This macronutrient includes carbohydrates, which are made up of what? These carbohydrates are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Then we have fats, and then we have proteins. And these proteins are including what? These proteins are including carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. You must be wondering, sir, these are same. But please remember, here we have again nitrogen also. This is important, right? And in the micronutrients, we are going to get those vitamins and those minerals. That is vitamins. And then we have minerals, where you can talk about calcium and all. Calcium, iron, all those things. Now, if I talk about these nutrients. For these nutrients, remember, one of the nutrients, that is a protein. Here, if I talk about the building block of protein, there you have to talk about what? Sorry, building block of body. What's that? That is protein. If I talk about this particular part, that is protein. So for the synthesis of protein, you require amino acids. So what is the question? Question is, amino acids are required for the synthesis of what? So obviously the answer is going to be protein. Got my point? And what is protein? It is actually a nutrient. So here option number C was the correct answer. So this was from Chsl. Next, which of the following is a vitamin? So we have 4 options here. Now this is from SSC combined metric level. So let's see who can give this answer. If I'll talk about this answer, here just try to link keratin, insulin, adrenaline. Obviously these are not vitamins. We are aware of what are vitamins. If I'll talk about vitamins, we have A, vitamin A, B, C, D, E and K. These are the vitamins. Now what are their names? So we'll talk about the chemical names. For vitamin A, we have retinol. For B, we have name thiamine. If I'll talk about C, we have ascorbic acid. If I'll talk about D, we have calciferol. What is that? Calciferol. For E, we have tocopherol. And for K, we have phylloquinone. What's that? That is phylloquinone. So yes, these are the names. That is A, B, C, D, E, K. And these are their chemical names. Retinol, thiamine, ascorbic acid, calciferol, tocopherol and phylloquinone. Now if I talk about these options, can we match this riboflavin somewhere? If we will check here, so this it is not present. So is answer wrong? No. We have B1, B2 series also. And please remember, what's that? If I talk about B series, so we have B1, B2, B3, B5, B7, B9 and B12. Now I will try to write their names. The first one is thiamine. B1's name is thiamine. B2's name is riboflavin. B3 name is niacin. B5 name is pantothenic acid. If I'll talk about B7, it is pyridoxine. If I'll talk about B9, it is biotin. And if I'll talk about B12, it is cyanocobalamin. mean. So these are its name. Now just try to compare these options. So these all vitamins are here. Now if I try to compare these options, if I talk about riboflavin, where I'm getting this riboflavin? Obviously here in B2. That means if I talk about this part, that is B2, this is what? This is actually vitamin. So which of the following is a vitamin? We have B2. That is riboflavin as the correct answer, right? So this keratin, insulin, adrenaline, they are not vitamins. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is going to be B. That is riboflavin. Next, the deficiency of iodine leads to what? Now this is from SSC CHSL. What do you think? The deficiency of iodine will be leading to what? So what is the correct answer for this? So we have Rajkumar here, and Rajkumar was with B, and that was totally correct, Rajkumar. What about this question, Rajkumar? The deficiency of iodine will lead to what? If we'll talk about iodine, we must be aware of a gland. That is what? That is thyroid gland. What is that? Rajkumar, we have thyroid over here. And when we'll talk about thyroid, this is present where? This is present in the neck, and it has a butterfly shaped structure. Here we have 4 dots which are known as parathyroid. Yes, if I talk about this thyroid gland, here iodine plays a significant role. If there is lack of iodine, we will suffer from goiter, where there is an enlargement in the neck size. So Rajkumar, you are absolutely correct. Great. Awesome. So what's the correct answer? We have goiter as the correct answer over here. Great. Rajkumar, totally correct. Acha, you have given answer C this time. No, Rajkumar, please remember the deficiency of iodine will lead to actually goiter. Fine. Okay. Next we have, what is another name for vitamin B2? We have just discussed about it. This is from SSC 10+2, DEO and LDC 2011. What do you think? What is the correct answer here? Rajkumar and all the other candidates who are there in the session, please start answering. My question is, the another name for vitamin B2. So we have thiamine, hemoglobin, riboflavin and detox. So just now when we discussed about this part, we knew hemoglobin and detox were not there. The only thing that was present was thiamine and riboflavin. Now if I'll go with that particular part, just have a look. It was thiamine, second was riboflavin. So thiamine was for what? It was for B1. For B2 we had riboflavin. So what is going to be the correct answer? The another name for vitamin B2 is going to be your riboflavin. That is option number C is going to be the correct answer. So Rajkumar, great. So this time you have given C answer and this time you are correct. So yes, what is the name for vitamin B2? It is riboflavin. Next, which among us following is not a connective tissue? Now this question is important. Why? Because it is repeatedly asked in different examinations. Let's see who can answer this part. And I guess I am getting your comments quite late, huh? So I'll just ask to refresh this page. So Rajkumar, can you do one thing? Can you just refresh your page so that I can get live comments so that we can start interacting? Yes, my question is, which among us following is not a connective tissue? So we have 4 options here. What do you think? What will be the correct answer? It is very important for the examination. I know what is going to happen. Just after looking at the question, the first thing that clicks into our mind is, sir, correct answer is going to be option number A. But no, here correct answer cannot be option number A. Why? There's a reason. What's the reason? The reason is, if I talk about this part, that is connective tissue, it is asked which is not a connective tissue. It is not asking which is a connective tissue. It is asking what? It is asking which is not a connective tissue. So obviously, blood is a connective tissue. Bone is a connective tissue. Similarly, cartilage is a connective tissue. The only option left is what? The only option left is your skin. So option number C, that is skin, is going to be your correct answer. Next, the body of all complex animals consists of only dash basic types of tissues. So do we have 4,440 or 4? So Rajkumar and all the other candidates who are there in the session, can you start answering this part? We are talking about the body of all complex animals. They are consisting of how many basic types of tissues? Is it 4,000? Is it 400? Is it 40? Is it 4? What is the correct answer over here? What do you think? Answer please. Question is, the body of all complex animals consists of only dash basic type of tissues. So when we were discussing about these tissues, we knew what is that? Epithelial, right? Then we have connective tissue. Then we have muscular. Then epithelial, connective, muscular, and we can talk about skeletal over there. So yes, here total how many are there? Only 4. So basically there are 4 type of tissues. So here the correct answer is going to be option number D, that is 4. Next question is, which among us following does not have a cell wall? So you have 4 options here. Let's see who can give this answer. First option is Euglena, second is Paramecium, third is Gonioglex, then fourth one is Mycoplasma. What is the correct answer over here? Let's see who can give this answer. Waiting for the answer, please. Rajkumar and all the other candidates who are there in the session, can you answer this part? Which is not having a cell wall? So here, remember, if I'll talk about this answer, please remember, the correct answer is going to be dead cell, which is the smallest cell. Now I've given the hint. Question can be asked in both ways. This option number D, that is Mycoplasma, is the correct answer. And this Mycoplasma is what? This Mycoplasma is actually bacteria. This Mycoplasma is actually bacteria. And it is the smallest living cell. What's that? It is the smallest living cell. So question is asked in several ways. You must remember, if someone is asking about the smallest cell, so the smallest cell is going to be your Mycoplasma. If someone asks you about the longest cell, so longest cell will be your nerve cell. If I'll talk about the largest cell, which one is the largest cell? Largest cell is actually your ostrich egg. What is that? That is your ostrich egg. So these are the answers, right? So here, please remember these important things. Such a, if I'll talk about this nerve cell, from this I remember this is the fourth part that was left here. So I'll talk about nervous tissue. That is nervous tissue. So these were the 4 ones. So yes, okay. Next, dash is the largest phylum of Animalia, which includes insects. Let's see who can answer this. Largest part of the animal kingdom. Who can answer this part? Largest part of the animal kingdom. Here, if I talk about this largest part of the animal kingdom, remember, here you can talk about all those bees, right? Where we have those wings, those appendages and all. So yes, that belongs to arthropoda. And how many species are there? You can talk about more than 7.5 lakhs, right? So 7,50,000, more than that species. But basically, right now, remember, if I talk about the largest phylum, that is going to be your arthropoda. What's that? That is arthropoda, that is option number C, where we are talking about all those insects and all. Okay. Next. Before moving forward, let me tell you about the Exampur official application. This is one-stop solution for all the government job aspirants. We have live paid course with the test series. Then we have free subject-wise and topic-wise quiz with the report card. Then we have all examination previous year PDF with the solution. We have free All India scholarship test with the report card. Then we have topic-wise free live classes, free full-length and sectional test with the report card, free exam-wise PDF and practice set PDF, daily, weekly and monthly current affairs, unlimited subject-wise practice set questions. All these at a single platform. Just go to Play Store, type Exampur over there, click on the install button, click on the open part, click on the registration part and just start using it. Okay. So we have next question. Which of the following is the largest mammal? Which of the following is the largest mammal? Let's see who can answer this part. Waiting for the answer, please. Everyone. Which is the largest mammal? Waiting for the answer, please. Answer, Rajkumar. See, if I talk about the largest mammal, remember, who are mammals? here you can even talk about yourself. That is, if I talk about myself, humans, all the humans, where we are talking about Homo sapiens, we are belonging to animals, right? Or we can talk about animal kingdom. Now, if I talk about a mammal category, we are also mammals. True. Now, if I talk about these options where I was already talking about humans, which is the largest mammal? So, is it whale? Is it rhinoceros? Is it elephant? What is going to be the correct answer over here? So, obviously, we all are aware of whale. Whale is the one which is going to be the correct answer over here, and yes, whale is the largest mammal which is present. So yes, the correct answer is going to be whale. Next, the scientific name of human being is dash. Now this is very basic question and I guess everyone can answer this part. Waiting. What do you think? The scientific name of human being must be what? It's a basic one. It's a basic one. And the correct answer is going to be what? Everyone knows. True. So what's that? Homo sapiens is going to be the correct answer. Now from this question, if I'll try to have a look at the cat's name. Cat's name looks almost same. For example, if I'll talk about a name that is Felis catus. So what do you think? This must be the name of whom? So here, what you can do, just try to have a look at this word, that is cat in catus. So Felis catus is actually the scientific name of cat, right? Here, you must remember this cats and humans name at least for the CHSL level examination, because this is repeatedly asked. But if you are going for CGL and all, you must remember for earthworms, some of the bees. Why, right? Okay, so let's move forward with the next question here. We have, which of the following is known as father of zoology? Is it Darwin? Is it Aristotle? Is it Haeckel? Or is it Edward Jenner? So what will be the correct answer? Homo sapiens is the correct answer, Shubham. Obviously, Homo sapiens is the correct answer, but I was talking about cat, na Shubham? So for the cat, we are going to have Felis catus as the correct answer. Okay. So what was the question? Question was father of zoology. Now you must be wondering, sir, what is zoology? We know about biology. We know that what is biology. What is the zoology? Let's understand. If I talk about the zoology, we have biology over here. Where if I talk about biology, this word bio means what? Bio actually means life. Logy is actually originated from the word logos, which means study. So study of what? Study of life is biology. Now if I'm talking about, hello, Ishan is here. Hello Ishan, how are you? So yes, what I was saying, and everyone who's there in the session, please like it and share it so that we can have lots of interaction. And we are going with the 360-degree postmortem of the questions. Okay, so we'll be going in detail, but I want the support from everyone. Okay, so what I was saying, I was talking about life. So obviously, if I talk about life, this means we are talking about plants also, animals also. Let's have a look. So biology is divided into two parts. This was life, right? So it is divided into two parts. One is animal and another part is plant. So if I talk about the study of animals, just a second. If I talk about the study of animals, so where do you find these animals? Obviously, you may be saying, sir, animals are found in forest. But if I talk about zoo, in zoo, what you can see? Animals. So I'll write here, zoo. What are you going to get? Animals over there. Just add word logy over here because logy means study. So zoology is what? Zoology is the study of animals. In the similar manner, if I talk about plants, so for plants, what we have? We have botany. Botany. Now, what is asked in the examination? Study of animals, you can talk about a zoology over there. Study of plants, you can talk about botany over there. Now, the question is also asked, who is the father of bio, who is the father of zoology, and who is the father of botany? Now, what you will do? For the bio part, remember, who is the father of biology? He is Aristotle. Aristotle. In the similar manner, if I talk about zoology also, he is the same one, that is Aristotle. But if someone asks you about the botany's father, so botany's father, what would be the correct answer? So for botany, remember, Theophrastus is going to be the correct answer. What's that? Theophrastus. So this is the important one. Do not forget, for the bio part, bio means life. Bio is divided into two main parts. That is, it has two branches. One is animal, second is plant. For the animal study, I told you, in zoo you are going to find animals. So from zoo, zoology. study of animals. Logy means study. Plants, botany. Father of bio, Aristotle. Father of zoology, Aristotle. And father of botany, Theophrastus. Okay, let's move forward to the next question. So here, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is going to be B, that is Aristotle. Next we have, so we have Exampur official application. Okay, Ishan. So we have Exampur official application where we have free live paid courses. Sorry, we have live paid courses. Then we have free subject wise and topic wise quiz with the report card. Then we have job alert, admit card, examination date, all exam previous year PDF with the solution. Then we have free all India scholarship test with the report card. Apart from that, we have topic wise free live classes. Then we have free full length and sectional test with the report card. Then we have free exam wise PDFs, practice at PDF, and the most important thing, we also have daily, weekly and monthly current affairs. And then we have unlimited subject wise practice questions. So yes, what you will do for this, just go to the Play Store, type Exampur over there, click on the install button, click on the open part, just do the registration and start using it. So we have next question. The theory of evolution was put forward by whom? Theory of evolution. So if I'll talk about this theory of evolution, it is believed that we were belonging to monkeys category, right? Everyone thinks about it and everyone tells about it. From where this idea actually came? This theory of evolution was given by Charles Darwin, where it is told that we all belong to apes, right? Here, slowly evolution took place, and finally those particular tails which were of no use, they were removed, and finally this type of human being is seen. So yes, what I was talking about the theory of evolution, which was actually given by Charles Darwin. So next question is, the number of eyes in an earthworm is dash. What do you think? What will be the total number of eyes in an earthworm? Is it 1, 2, 3 or none? What is the correct answer? And this would be the last question for the day, but it is an important one. Let's see who can answer this. Waiting for the answer, please, everyone. What do you think? What is the correct answer over here? Remember, when we are talking about an earthworm, we know it is always there inside soil, right? Within the earth. So these earthworms, do you think they must be requiring eye? No. So these earthworms don't have any eye. They are actually made in such a manner because there is no use of eye, right? In our body also we are talking about vestigial organs. Once upon a time we used to have tail, but it was of no use. Right now you are not jumping on trees and all, right? So those tails are of no use and you are not having those tails. In the similar manner, there is no use of eye for this earthworm. So obviously, if I talk about this question, the number of eyes in an earthworm is what? So here the correct answer is going to be no eyes. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is going to be no eye. And yes, all these questions were from previous year parts of SSC, CHSL, Steno, then CPU examination. Now in the evening between 4 to 5, we will be having previous year questions from CGL examination. So I'll be waiting for you all sharp at 4. So between 4 and 5, we are going to have previous year questions of SSD CGL, and that will be mixed session, next question session. Okay. So bye bye everyone. Please take care.